The universe demands a guardian.
Pick up another first down. He's a terrific athlete. He is ripping out of a corner. Second and long throw. He'll continue to find ways to get it involved. First and 10. First and 9. Quick hit. Here for Ray. Khalil Dorsey was right over there at the stop on that first down throw. Second down and 10. No gain on the play. Well, just a quick throw here. Trying to get it to the outside. No different position. Running a sweep. But when you get the ball right away, you get out there. Great read by the secondary. Galapa had no opportunity. It's a 37-yard return. Well, Russell Wilson just doesn't play well. Naked to get to the outside. By naked, I mean no offensive lineman is coming out to block the edge. You got to fool them. They didn't fool him at all. Wilson gets hit as he's trying to protect the football and tuck it away. You see Eric Glenn fired up with his defense, making an impact play early in this game. It is the first fumble by Denver in over 2 games. First and 10, outside they go. A quick throw here, caught by Williams and grabbed by Jewell. Not a lot there. The linebacker brings him down. It's a gain of a yard. They get to the 36. The Denver defense.
It's week 16 of the NFL, and we'll see Christian Watson. Always staying busy, he's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Ravens on Monday Night Prime Time.
We're about 40 miles south of Candlestick Point as we welcome you inside Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. Tonight, it's a compelling late-season clash here in Week 16, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the San Francisco 49ers. Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And, Charles, you take a look at these 49ers as they interplay here. It's been perfection so far. They come in here unbeaten at 14-0.
And just 2 wins away from doing something only 2 teams have ever done. But the most important thing for them now is to make it to the postseason in one piece.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Ravens, it's late in the year. We all know it. We've seen the calendar for these guys. Their bodies could probably use a break, but they have to push on.
And they're really not as worried about that as maybe we think. They know they've got the entire offseason to rest. All they care about is the game in front of them and finishing strong.
It's the nightcap to a big Christmas day full of football. The Ravens and the Niners. Off we go from Santa Clara. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here come the Ravens with their first look on offense. Leading them out, a 2-year starter at Ohio State and second overall pick in the draft, C.J. Stroud.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
And no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets, and bottom line, how do they get a win?
Well, he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7. Pass the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were excellent a week ago in the victory over Arizona.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1. 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Celebrate the season with KG.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. 3rd and 1. Stroud. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So, Charles, this defense in for a tough matchup. What do you think the game plan is here tonight?
Well, I think the game plan is the same as most, which is, hey, pass rushers, do your job. Coverage guys, do your job. And the linebackers are going to be a mix. Sometimes they'll drop in coverage, sometimes they'll pressure the quarterback. You never want to let that quarterback get a string of completions going, because if so, they're hard to deal with, and it makes for a long evening.
Now 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Benny Snell. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And very close there. He might have gotten a yard. And I think he got a yard to the 41. You look at this Niner defense. They're in the spot statistically that you don't want to be in against the pass. Number 32 in the league, dead last.
Take those rankings, throw them right out the window, because this is what you prepare for. This is what you practice for. This is what you think about. The ultimate test, taking out the #1 overall defense in the league.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. And Stroud now to throw. And the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Well, these sacks are really piling up. Last week it was a half dozen sacks. And here's one of the opening drives.
And it has the potential to be what we call a gas, a game-altering play. Because, let's face it, you just mentioned 6 sacks last week. Now, if you're on offense and you saw that on tape, you got to think to yourself, maybe I bring people in, keep them in, and try to protect my quarterback. It didn't work on that play.
So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
Drive starts with a run from Gibbs. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. And the numbers for Gibbs from last week. North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Off the play fake, Young. And that is incomplete here. And Charles, you think about this offense, it's kind of a tricky time of the season because you're 14-0, looking to see this one out to the end, but you start to run into situations where guys are getting a little banged up. Maybe could use some time sharing, some time on the bench, just to rest. How do you approach the rest of this regular season?
I'm telling you, you don't have an easy start doing it. When you create an a situation there, and actually you didn't create it, you presented it, and you're exactly right. It is tricky because your eye has to be on the ultimate prize, which is a Super Bowl. That's paramount. But at the same time, how much fun would it be to go down as one of the all-time great teams and join the 1972 Dolphins as the only undefeated team to win a Super Bowl?
On 1st and 10, Young. It gets it right back to Mayer. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here now, 2nd and 4. On play action, Young. That's caught by the rookie, Quentin Johnston. And he's going to be taken down with the first down into the ground straight away. That one goes for 24 yards. Give the rookie another one on this opening drive and a first down with it. Nice start, Charles, for the first-year passer. He's come out, made a few plays, nice plays to begin this contest.
He certainly has. If he finishes off this drive with a touchdown pass, I hope we don't call him rookie anymore. We'll move him right to veteran and continue from there.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number? Let's say 200 plus?
Here's a throw out line complete to his running back right side. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as it's taken made at the 2-yard line.
One of the teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. In this case, he picks up a first down.
From the 10, 1st and goal. Looking to throw, Young. Caught by Hyatt on the slant. Touchdown for Flowers. Touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Niners will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And partner, let me make a quick pivot here. Season winding down. They're number 32 in offense this year. The last in the league. Where did they go?
Anywhere and everywhere, but they have to do it with a plan. And I think about Atlanta a bunch of years ago. They decided they wanted to get what they thought was going to be a franchise quarterback. And indeed he is, Matt Ryan. But they had to supplement it. They went free agency, got a running back, came back and traded back into the first round in the same draft to get a left tackle to protect him. Really supplemented that pick, complemented that pick, and went to the playoffs the very next year.
Well, maybe they can use that and carbon copy it. Robinson now off the option. There's Robinson showing the flash. And showcasing those strong legs on that run. Getting through one tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings? That
well, they get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. That's Shaquille Leonard, the linebacker who got in and dropped him to the turf. We had a pretty good idea that they were going to pressure this young quarterback, and that's now 2 sacks here in the first quarter.
And yeah, this is a secret to exactly nobody, because if you're a rookie quarterback, you know you're going to see pressure. Defenses want to see how you're going to handle it. Or if it forces you into making bad decisions. That's their goal.
That's on the guard, Wyatt Teller. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. Stroud. He finds his man, complete. It's Watkins. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, when we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the first drive, looking at another one here. Just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's a script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
Look at this Baltimore defense. Right now in the National Football League, they're ranked number 18 against the pass.
And it's really difficult to prepare for this team. This is the #1 overall passing team in the NFL, but it shouldn't be hard to get excited about playing against them. The ultimate test, going against that unit.
And that's why you and I are excited to broadcast this game.
Yes, sir.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
It certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Young on 3rd down. He connects with Howard. I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
4th down to give to Gibbs. And he will have the first down as he's brought down near midfield. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for him and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but they don't pick it up.
They're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team, but that's good.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Young to throw it. Here finds his receiver, Watson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Coming into the week, he's the NFL's leader in receiving yards. There's his first catch, and it's good for the 1st down.
It's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense, humming here in the early going.
The play fake. Now Young. Looking sideline, incomplete.
Well, they've have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
To the air once more, Young. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down and long coming up. Now here's Young. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I like the calmness of how he played the ball here. No panic in his eyes as that throw arrived. Tracked it from the moment it left the quarterback's hand. And that's just where he needed to be to knock it away.
And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And that will bounce out of bounds before they can get a return going. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball to their territory.
Now he's loose up the left sideline. He's got a full head of steam on his horse. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. James Robinson, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McPherson, up and good, and we are tied at 7. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. So we'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. On the return, this is Turpin. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Niners set to take over on offense. Now, they had a long drive going last time, but it stalled out. But still, maybe something positive to carry forward from that last drive.
Well, a few different things that you carry forward. Number one, as you noted, they were moving it pretty well, so that gives them a lot of confidence. The second part is keep your defense off the field, gives them a chance to rest up a little bit. And last but not least, you've taken a good look at what you've done on offense, noted where the weaknesses are, and you know when you want to come back to them.
Like when you're organized with your points. Well done.
A, B, and C.
Young off the bootleg. They'll roll him out right. Right side, he has Johnston. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 23 yards to pick up there.
They're locked in man coverage out left and end up running a crossing route. Routed it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Young off the play fake. Right side to Watson. And he gets this outside the 35-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Come
on, boys. Let's pound the rock. Here on this drive.
They go play action. Young. They go play action. Young. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Again, it's Young. He gets this out wide to Gibbs. In the red zone before he crosses over the bounds. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Well, they use a lot of your backfield in. Catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now Young. That would almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. And they just get the playoff. Now Young. For the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Elliott is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give the defense a little bit of rest. Let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The offense running out, and we shine the spotlight on the undrafted revelation, James Robinson.
And Charles, you can't really fault him. He's over 100 yards already. He's not the reason they're losing.
And that is really unusual because ordinarily, when you set the tone this way and have run it this effectively, usually your team's in control. So it's a very strange situation. And you're right, you can't fault him. He's done a great job for his team this far.
Yes, and he's saying, feed me on the sidelines, and so they continue to do it.
That's 3 sacks now, and that's not much of a surprise to me, nor should it be to you. This team, they lead the league in sacks.
Yeah, they do. This is something that we are starting to witness time and time again.
And he'll take this one up to about the 23. 129 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in his first half.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
They do get 12, but they'll be marked short. And that leads to a 4th down. Drew Chrisman on the punt as he gets this one away.
This is brought in at the 21.
A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return.
And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. When you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. We also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. I think they tried to fool him on that one. You know, being able to throw the ball to the fullback position. No one was fooled on that play.
No, lost yardage. You think they should yank that one from the playbook for the time being?
I think what you do is you take it out and you evaluate it next week in practice.
Young now. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, so many times defensive backs get caught playing the man rather than the football, but not in this case. That's an excellent play. Did exactly what you're supposed to do. Attack the football and help break up the pass.
Yep, as a result, knocks it down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Quick slant to Watson. He's across midfield. Through the middle of the field. Christian Watson. Touchdown. Christian Watson. 71 yards.
As his guys are able to extend their lead.
Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that drive.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And if big plays like that, that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Starting the drive with Snell. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
All 3 clear.
Play action. Here's Stroud. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Matt Milano in there to get him. On the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
So that are 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
Partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something different.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now.
He's delivered a solid performance so far here in the 2nd quarter.
Everything has been good for him. And right now, if you're on defense, you don't want it to go to great. So you have to just change up coverages and works on him all the time. Press coverage sometimes, back off and play some man, show some zone, double team him, make him really work for each and every catch.
He's hit the end zone once. Maybe there's more in the tank. Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Young's throw brought in by Watson.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how he's gotten it done. Body control, route running. How about the way he competes for the football at the end of the play?
3rd down, Young from the gun.
And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now for the North. I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. Second down coming up. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now, depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
They'll send the big tight end in motion right. They'll send the big tight end straight ahead. It's Robinson. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And he'll get to the 29-yard line. Brought down there. 142 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there. Extra space. That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is makes the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4. Here's Drew Chrisman now. Here's Drew Chrisman now. This is taken at the 23. 43-yard punt, but they get 9 back on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. Christian Watson and the rest of this offense back out now, making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but his shredding defense is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
It's Young off play action. It's Young off play action. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's one you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go after the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
That time they're able to bottle him up, and he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. They lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. It's not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now thrown on 3rd down there, but he can't outplay it.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive. They couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. For this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing deeply well, and they're not very confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. Make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you're looking for the big from. example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
On play action, Young. On play action.
He's got another one to Johnston.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's second down.
2 minutes remaining in this first half for football. Second and 5.
Off the play fake, Young.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A big play that time on a catch and run. 33 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. To throw, Young. This is caught. Touchdown. His guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive, interception. This drive, the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Matt Milano. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
So collectively as a defense, Charles, I think if you get 4 sacks a game, you're feeling really good. Now they have 6 as a unit.
And that type of a number is just staggering, because there's so many ways to try and counteract it. But in this case, they've got no answers for this unrelenting pressure coming at their quarterback.
And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
Quentin Johnston in the offense back to work.
He's been really good in the yardage category, yet to hit the end zone, however.
A minor blemish against him right now, because the work he's doing catching the ball, in some ways he's helping serve as good ball control, because the big plays that he's making have really helped out his team.
Absolutely. They're winning on the scoreboard here in quarter number 2. Young on first down.
He gets it to Johnston.
And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. It's Young on first down.
Finds Johnston.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Now San Francisco is going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here is Young. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. The first down screen pass, good for 5. Now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. From the 7, it's 2nd and 5.
Young to throw it. Young to throw it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield. But when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw, Young.
Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown for the Niners. Jalen Hyatt in the final seconds of the first half. And the Niners will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Elliott good with a PAT. And a round is on here in this first half.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we're at halftime here on a Monday night. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started over at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Russell Wilson, a touchdown pass in the victory. Next, we'll take the trip north to the Steel City to check on the Steelers at home in Pittsburgh. And they were losers in that one to the visiting Cincinnati Bengals. Jimmy Garoppolo, strong in the victory as it pushes his guys back above the 500 mark on the year. Lastly, we head to Southern California to check on the Rams at home at SoFi Stadium. And they were losers in that ball game to the visiting New Orleans Saints. Trevor Lawrence, sharp in the victory as his guys get back within a game of 500. What a treat to watch the rookie in that first half. The number 1 overall pick, Bryce Young. He was nothing short of amazing, throwing 4 touchdown passes to help push his guys out to a sizable halftime lead. Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Here comes the 49ers offensive unit as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter.
And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got this team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. First down leads to a 2nd and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs here. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that is exactly what you needed defensively. It's a long way back from here, but that's a good start to the second half as they force a punting situation and a 4th down.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore with good starting field position as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start out here with the option left. And holding it may be the wrong decision as he's stopped in the backfield. That tackle behind the line made by Will Anderson. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Throw left side here into the hands of Wesco, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It's a nice little gain. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. And this is going to be incomplete.
And you can tell just by looking at him that this offense is a frustrating unit. Things are really unraveling here. And as a head coach, time to earn your paycheck. You've got to find a way to keep it together as that brings up another 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. This is taken around the 12. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Quentin Johnston and the offense back to work. A monster game so far, 3rd quarter. He is lighting up the stat sheet.
And so many times when you see these types of games, you hear about the quarterback, or we talk about the quarterback throwing guys open, putting it in the right spot. How about some credit for the receivers, though, who find ways to get open, whether they're open kind of late in the route, or they get open early, or they just always find a way. And he's having that type of a game.
Yeah, he's been nearly impossible to cover. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down. They go play action. Young. Hyatt there to grab it. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
On 2nd down, Young. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to load that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you? He was a dentist there.
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to hit the Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
A play fake. Now Young. Throw out left, caught by Mayer. And past the 35. We dropped the yardage just shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
This is just more of the same. This defense has had no answer on a lot of these throws. They let these receivers run wild. And here's another completion for good yardage.
Again, it's Young. It
gets it right back to Mayer.
He is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
They're just going to run a drive route here with their tight end. Let us get upfield about 10 yards and then move toward the middle of the field. This ball's right on target, and it results in a first down.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. And it's complete. In the end zone. Touchdown. Michael Mayer from 10 yards out. And the 49ers have got it on cruise control.
Well, to put it mildly, he's been able to dice up the secondary all game long, and this time that was a missile that he threw into the end zone and adding another touchdown to his ledger.
And I think we see these youngsters develop a lot quicker than we ever have, because when they get started in this game, they're not just throwing passes around, they're reading coverages early. So now they're like seasoned pros earlier in their career. How about this one here? If they win this ball game, a game ball definitely coming from his head coach.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession.
Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them, allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt.
The 49ers getting set to trot out there.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence they're going to put more points on the board.
Take this to the right side of midfield before it's all got to bounce. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
Good job there of getting his tight end involved, because he lines up on the right side of the formation, just works his way across the field. I really like how they were in sync on that one. He spotted the open gap in the zone, and his quarterback found him, and they get a first down.
It's Young off play action.
This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
This inside the 30. It's another first down. I want to be a gain of 21 yards.
Well, up big, but still not hesitating to take some shots downfield, CD. I guess they really want to hammer home their dominance in this one.
Yeah, that much is apparent, partner. If they keep completing throws like that, They'll keep that gap awfully wide as they've established already.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Young off the play fake. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop the throw.
Setting up the screen, this is Gibbs.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for 17 yards, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's an important completion right there, because that's going to do it. With that last pass, he eclipses Peyton Manning's all-time mark of 5,477 pass yards in a single season. I think the Engravers, they can get the MVP trophy ready. This has been a year for the ages as he stands alone in single-season passing.
Young.
Right side to Watson.
Only a yard of the completion. It's 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're bouncing your zone covers because you're going to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it at the line of scrimmage.
Now whistles here, and I think one of the big boys for the 49ers might have jumped. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, they'll give to Gibbs.
And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
The way things have gone in this one, the running game's been something of an afterthought, and that's not been too bad for them, has it?
Yeah, the offensive returns have been good, but I guess we figured he in the ground game would be a bit more involved. Young with it, 3rd and goal.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Tre'Davious White with a pick. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And they'll begin by running the option.
And the rookie's free.
He's to the 15.
And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. 1st down.
So this play, until recently, only something you'd probably expect to see in a college game, but running quarterbacks are certainly in vogue, and this turned into a big play.
And you and I both know that for a long time, coaches worried about their quarterbacks taking too much punishment, running plays like this, and they still worry about it. But when you can break up big chunks of yardage like that, it's worth the risk. Plus, you're coaching that quarterback to see those guys coming and get down before the big hit occurs.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now.
Here's Stroud.
Incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field.
And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up coughing the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a fan scream out, I thought the idea was to score.
Let's caught inside the 20. Big play there for the Niners. 62 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can find out more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor. Things are definitely working in your favor.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They've got a first down in the red zone. Young to throw it. Young to throw it. This will be caught at about the 5. So the 49ers are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
How about the way they're moving the ball down the field? They had a big play a moment ago. Followed it up with another nice one here. And before you know it, they're already looking at first and goal. They're already looking at first and goal.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. On play action, Young. And he's got it. 3 yards is the gain that time, second and goal.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield. And oftentimes it's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up. It often works when they decide to dial it up.
Off the play fake, Young. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Touchdown number 15 on the year and second of the game. And the 49ers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this third quarter. Elliott now to add the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. 5 plays there on that drive. And the end result for the 49ers, a touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter. First and 10, it's Stroud. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They give him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here in Santa Clara. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. On first down, here's Stroud. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense is just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Stroud will look to throw once more. Throwing for the outlet, he finds Wilson. And they get him to the ground quickly, but he's out near midfield at the 49-yard line. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the draw, Robinson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Jalen Carter working his way back behind the line of scrimmage and dropping him for a loss. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Stroud looking to throw. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 38-yard line. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. And Stroud now to throw. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Now Stroud. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Pick 6 for offensive D as they score a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, Marty, this is one of the knows they got this game in the bag with this huge lead. And it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them, play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances. And that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Elliott good with a PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ravens ready to take over. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter. Here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the fourth quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have plenty of sour notes in this one, but they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's a 2nd down and 9. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been stymied left and right, converted only one time. This is 3rd and 17. Back to throw, here's Stroud. Now they set up the screen, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. The Ravens send their runner out now. As he'll come on to kick this one away. This is fielded at the 7. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. And San Francisco gets set to go here. And Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game's certainly not taking us there.
I hear the
remote's clicking off right now. The remote's clicking off right now. Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 5. 3rd and 5. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gibbs straight ahead. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown. 49ers. Jameer Gibbs, 71 yards. And the Niners continue to pour it on here in the 4th. When coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all 3 phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we haven't been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That one tipped and it's incomplete. Good hands there defensively. And 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now again on 2nd down, it's Stroud. Again on to the flat. That's complete to his running back. Like a tackle, but not much room there. Just up past the 25, no further. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Stroud on 3rd down now. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Well, this is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And that'll be taken just outside the 40. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I both enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city. But in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it #1 for what we've seen this season.
And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. They'll go again with Gibbs.
17 yards on the ground for the last. He's getting better plays than nothing's going on. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, just eat. They can't score.
And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On the give, here's Gibbs.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. That's a big day.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they look to salt this one away.
Hand off now to Gibbs.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it first and goal.
They'll run with Gibbs.
They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
You know, when this offense gets down here near the end zone, they're going to turn to their bell cow. This guy's been a touchdown machine all year. Excellent job stopping him there on first down.
Gibbs will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. They'll try to run with Gibbs. Fans usually love to see scoring, and there's no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago, and you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the 49ers,
they are now 2 wins away from a perfect regular season as they run their mark to 15-0 on the year. And they will hit the road next week to take on Washington.
Meanwhile, for Baltimore, they hit double digits in losses as they fall to 5-10. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
On the ground. Yeah, these are the scenarios they're trying to avoid. Second and long, handed off to AJTRIP. He breaks tackles, still outside the 30. I mean, just watch that run, and you see why they got to get the football in his hands. Yeah, listen, UCLA knows the run play's coming. It's 2nd and 10. Ball come loose, possibly. UCLA saying that they have it, but the officials saying it's Boise State football, and JT a little slow to get up. Boise State football. 3rd and 3. Another terrific run. JT up to 88 yards. Averaging better than 6 per carry. Taking again on 3rd and 3. And he gets it. JT's going down. Flying Bruno's defense led by one of the Murphy brothers. Grayson Murphy with a sound in there as well. This worked out Boise State. Yeah, there's a few guys in there for the UCLA defense. Credit Darius Guasau coming from the middle linebacker position, 53. Great job diagnosing the play, getting off the block. Bringing a negative play from that Boise State offense and getting off the field once again. Boise State 3 drives in the second half, resulting in 3 punts. Jones played that well. You're right, that was a team effort. So the 3rd punt of the half. Movement punt. Logan Lloyd all the way to the 15. Now Staples gets up. Lloyd will make it back almost to the 30-yard line. In fact, he might have gotten there. So a long punt, but a big return. And the Bruins offense will come back on the field where they come to life. Yeah, they really have. I tell you what, the Bruins gave some juice in the second half. Offense comes out. Ethan Garber's his second play scrimmage after Paul Street goes out for the touchdown. Comes back with a huge throw on the go ball to J. Michael Sturdivant. And then T.J. Harden punches in the touchdown, which gets the UCLA Bruins up 21-16 here late in the 3rd quarter. And with this UCLA football team looks completely different than the first half. Hey, look, Ethan Garber's is no knock on Carl Schlee, who had some spectacular runs in this game before he got hurt. But this continues to pattern. There goes Rutgers on the move. The 3rd of a terrific triple header on NFL Network, and they're having the time of their lives through one half, a big-time lead over the Denver Broncos, and Trent Green, some numbers that accompany that first half. Well, some numbers that are completely lopsided in Detroit's favor. They're running what they want offensively.
It's Madden NFL 24, and we'll see Christian Watson. Always staying busy. He's your league leader in receiving yards. It's the 49ers and the Commanders. All that and more. Coming up next. Coming up next.
We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the San Francisco 49ers taking on the Washington Commanders. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about this Commanders team coming into play here today.
They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. On the other side of the field for the visiting 49ers, they come in at 15-0, 1 win short of a perfect regular season.
And it's something we've only seen a couple of times. Miami in 1972, New England in 2007. We know they're not going to mail it in. They're going to go for it.
The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They're brought out by a 5th-year pro coming off a career season as a passer and a runner. It's Danny Dimes, Daniel Jones.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. They found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Jones wants to throw to start things out here.
Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end.
Well, this defense for the Niners, they were very solid last week in the victory over Baltimore.
While you can't actually see confidence rising in a unit, you feel like you can. And when you look at this team, you definitely think that it is, because anytime you can tell your offense, just get us a couple of touchdowns, we got this thing locked down, that's when you know you're playing well.
And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
You look at this Niner defense.
It's a unit that has had all sorts of issues against the pass. Dead last in the NFL, number 32 in the league.
Defending the pass has not been one of their strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
Now Jones.
Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's going to hammer the Commanders first down as they're able to convert by 20 there on 3rd and 1. So they give up the completion there. But defensively, Charles, you're going up against a quarterback here who's had some moments, but really a lot of ups and downs in the early part of his career. What's the plan against a guy like this?
Well, you want to rattle him first and foremost. Bring some people out and a couple extra guys in the pack to see if he can handle the second thing. You want to make him think. Show him one way, go to him, let him disguise a few things, make him throw into what you call your defensive traps, and try to make some good plays on the ball and get a few takeaways. You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about 4.
Again, another completion here on this opening drive, and he's now perfect 4 of 4 to start. Pretty solid execution here.
How about how everyone's handled their nerves? Because you know what it's like to start a ball game. You're so amped up and ready to go. And sometimes the execution isn't there. They've been thoughtful so far. Well drilled, well prepared, and excited to start this game.
Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his 3rd completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And a top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
And the sack parade continues. Remember last week, they had an astounding 8 sacks, another one there on the opening drive.
And they have the mentality of just attacking the quarterback in the pocket. No matter what, they're one of those teams that says, we play the run on our way back to the quarterback. And that blocking works for them very well.
They'll get 4 on 2nd down, but it leaves them with 3rd and still 9 to go.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, the pass rush is just too
So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The kick by Sanders is good.
And the Commanders get out to a 3-0 lead.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive was any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
So here are the Niners now to get their first drive. And they will be led out by a guy certainly still trying to prove himself here in the league, the young rookie quarterback.
And he comes to the end of the season leading the NFL in passing yards. And that's not necessarily something you set out to do at the beginning of the year, but it's a good illustration of how remarkable and consistent he's been all season.
They start things off with a carry by Gibbs here.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
And the numbers for Gibbs from last week.
There isn't a coach alive who wouldn't like those numbers. Well over 100 yards and a touchdown, too.
Partner, I think all the coaches who are in that great coaching box in the sky would take those numbers. take that kind of production. Either way, they would take that kind of production.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. He's taken down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. But not what you want to see this late in the season. Medical staff is going to check on him, and we'll step aside for a moment. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. To throw, Young. He has it complete to Christian Watson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
Now 2nd and 5. Now 2nd and 5. Young. That's caught by the rookie, Quentin Johnston. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down.
San Francisco.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. It's Young on first down. It's Young on first down. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive. INT. So, Charles, for this offense, we've been talking all year about how difficult it would be to run the table. And you gave me your chances early in the year. You thought maybe 25%. A few weeks ago, you thought closer to 50, but not quite 50. Now, here they are, 15-0. This is happening, isn't it?
I think it is, Brandon, because I do believe this team is too invested, too well-coached. The Colts seem to switch now, and I think it ultimately benefits them. It's going to gears all the way through the season because make it to the finish line, then they get the open week to refresh and re-energize. But if you get off the gas now, that can really hurt you come playoff time.
To the air once more, Young. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A gain of 10 and a 49er first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially as pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they leave on the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. You talk about this Washington defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the passer, number 28.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the number 1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. And they've got to do both.
Second down, and they go back to Gibbs. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage and mixed traffic. And in this case, it might be free safety coming up and making a big-time play.
3rd and 4. 3rd and 4. Completed to Hyatt. Touchdown! Jalen Hyatt hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead.
Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now? We could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. The Commander's going to retake the field for drive number 2. And Charles, you look at these two teams, and these are those kind of litmus test games in the second half of the season that if you're a coach or a player, you can either really look forward to them or really dread them, depending on your point of view.
And if you're dreading them, you're not going to go very far in the playoffs. You need to look forward to these kind of games because here we've got two division leaders, both real contenders for the NFC title. And you're right, you love having easy games on your schedule, but you need some games like this to toughen you up a bit and ensure that you're ready for the shock of playoff football.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, second and 3. Throwing Jones. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Will Anderson, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
To throw on third down, Jones, and that is incomplete.
Some applause for the defense there. They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. It's taken to the 26.
Another miss.
Still on his feet. Very good return that time. 18 yards. The 49er offense, they're coming back out onto the field, and we're going to give you a look at the playoff picture now into the weekend in the NFC. What we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division. Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right, they won't step off the gas here.
Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage.
What a first quarter he's been putting together. He scored the touchdown earlier, and he's in phase right out of the gate. Right now, he's playing with such confidence, he doesn't believe that they have an answer for him no matter what they do on defense. And here's another big play to prove his point.
And they just get the play off. Now Young. Short throw, and that's hauled in by Mayer. And they hard him to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play there on the catch and run. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
You have to ask the question, where was the help? Because it's a little surprising to me that he'd find that much room to run this close to the end zone. He doesn't quite get there, but he sets his guys up with a first and goal.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown 49ers. Alec Ingold, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And the Washington offense going back to work. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. They'll start with Hunt on the ground. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will step out of bounds here inside the 30s. 58 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon up to a great start. Can you hear it all the time? But that's one of the dangers of the blitz. You get past that first wave, nobody else is there.
And when teams blitz, what they're trying to do is make you lose your poise, lose your timing and your tempo. But when you hold it together, you can really hurt them the other way, getting past that first wave.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
There's no sense risking anything there on first down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver to his side, so just put that in the spot where the only people who can make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Yeah, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right down behind center. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. After one, a 14-3 ball game. Second quarter now from our nation's capital, and it's Washington in possession of the football. As they've got it with a 4th down coming up. And the first play will be a field goal try. Kicking into a headwind here in the second quarter. Sanders' kick is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the margin shrinks a bit as back-to-back drives here for them and with field goals.
Yeah, we know no one's turning down 3, especially in the first half, but you've got to finish these drives in the end zone. That's got to be a priority. Nice to have a reliable kicker, but outside of his agent, you know you'd rather kick 1-pointers instead of 3-pointers.
And this.
And got maybe a half yard, but very little near the 3. Second goal coming up. On this drive, a catch run, St. Brown at 25. Gibbs in a run at 34 and a run at 10. To put him in a goal to go here, Trent.
Well, they had a lot of success. Give Cooper credit on that one. He threw away the block and was able to, it looked like they had it blocked up well, but Cooper with his one-on-one just threw it to the side and was able to take the tackle right in line of scrimmage.
Lions are 3 for 3 in the red zone line for touchdowns. And since week 5, the different defense has been the second best in the zone. Defensive touchdown percentage draws throws it away. St. Brown covered heavily in the back by Fabian Moreau. And it's 3rd and goal for Detroit.
Well, out of the huddle, they did a hurry huddle. So after the huddle, they got into the line of scrimmage. They're trying to do a quick snap, so the Broncos couldn't make an adjustment. And with that quick snap, trying to throw some misdirection with the play fake and roll out to the left. Denver's defense all over it, forcing the throw away.
Touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And they, as mentioned, unbeaten to this point in the year, but you think this game, their toughest test yet.
I absolutely do, because to me, this is a good measuring stick game because they've been able to take advantage of the schedule. But here, this is another team leading its division with an eye on making a Super Bowl run, so this game is crucial.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you really got to drive the ball downfield. to figure out team to. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Throwing, Young. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. Runs past the 35. And he's going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
They go play action. Young. And Watson has it right side. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
Young off the play fake. Short throw hauled in by Croft. So the completion good for just 3. And that will bring up 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. It's Young off play action. Hyatt has got it. Touchdown. Jalen Hyatt with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the 49ers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
He's got 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. They'll just go down to a D, and they'll take over at the 25. There's the versatile back, Kareem Hunt, getting set with the rest of this offense for the next drive. And the ground game's been good, but they're losing here in the second quarter. Can they use that ground game maybe to work the air attack a little bit more?
I think so, because now you can throw play action off of being able to run the ball effectively. And oftentimes you might want to just swing your back out of the backfield, get the ball in his hands in open space, and just don't get totally away from running it, because some of these runs now, they may pop bigger as the game goes along.
Yeah, they've been good with the run so far. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now gives a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Jones. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, it's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive to keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Fielded at the 20. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, All they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple. Now Young. Got a man, it's Mayer. He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
From Commander's territory now, it's 1st and 10.
Down at the 31.
Young will set to throw. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs.
He'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively. But it could have gone for more.
Off the play fake, Young. And his throw here is incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a great incompletion from him. He's been trying this entire game.
His percentage completion rate is not that tight.
Washington on 3rd down.
A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a sensational season.
From the red zone now, Young.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it.
Just a gain of a couple there. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Second down, Young.
Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Johnston.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. Now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Third and short yardage, Young. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Kyle Shanahan's made the decision. They're going on 4th down. Young off the bootleg, rolling to his right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers.
Quentin Johnston.
A 7-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners continue to pull away here in this first half.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. As the Commanders make their way out on offense, let's take a peek at the playoff picture in the NFC. Well, including this week, 3 weeks remain in the regular season, Charles. And it is going to be interesting to see how this playoff picture sorts itself out before we head into the postseason.
Competitive, entertaining postseason, that's what we're always striving for. But I think we get it during the regular season, too, because you never know how things are going to go during the final weeks of the season. Every team pulling out all the stops to get a better seed or just to get one of those 7 seats at the table.
And Jones will hit the deck here, and he is able to pick up the first down. A good pickup there, a 22.
I am willing to bet that he got a monster grin on his face when he saw what was happening. Man Cubs were so committed to denying a big throw that he pulled attention away from him, and he had an easy lane to hit, and hit it he did.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. A gain of 8 there on the play, and it'll be second in a couple. Handoff up the middle, Hunt, and he's stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down.
I haven't been a defense coordinator yet. The big 2nd and 2 is a fun situation to try and defend. Playbook is wide open for an offense, partner.
Nice job holding to 1 after that 8-yard pickup on first down. A yard, all they need, but it's third down. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him to first.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
On first down, they'll run with Hunt. Yeah, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw here caught by Mims. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Now Jones. Over the middle, that's caught by Ridley. Touchdown, Washington. Calvin Ridley, 27 yards. And the Commanders get a bit closer. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? RAC.
Run after catch. And he loves that. And he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. It's up. It is through. That'll make this now a 28-13 game. So that one an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's Calvin Ridley who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out on the field now, here come the 49ers. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
That confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score it once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll send Watson in motion right. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
They may be hoping for a little bit of a back shoulder fade there. That's a play that's been in vogue the last few years in all aspects of football.
Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
That's pretty tight.
After review the play, ruling on the field stand.
So the challenge not a successful one, as this will stay an incomplete pass.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approach this drive with confidence out there. This one ended up as a touchdown. Incompletions on their first 2 throws. Has a whole next team trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down, they've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Young to throw it.
He's got it complete to Gibbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. First and 10, Young. First and 10.
Going underneath, Gibbs has it. This 2nd and 4.
It'll be Young again. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs.
He's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's on the Pro Bowl guard, Joe Bitonio.
Young to throw it.
Pass hauled in by Johnston.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage, because man coverage, you're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
Now a 2nd down throw for Young.
They'll complete this one to Watson. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Now here's Young. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not too many missteps in the red zone thus far. He was going for his 5th touchdown pass. His man couldn't shake free there, but boy, you know he's going to take another shot before this one's over.
Yeah, exactly, because you know 3 is good, 4 is excellent. You get 5, that's a whale of a game. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Congratulations, Mr. Lucky. You know that's one that he was lost back. That should have been picked up. Into a foul. He's just so fortunate that the defender couldn't react fast enough and get his hands up.
Young with it, 3rd and goal. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jalen Hyatt on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the 49ers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Elliott on for the extra point. Elliott on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive goes a full 80 yards in 10 plays. And it was Jalen Hyatt with a touchdown catch to end the drive. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Washington going to go on offense one last time in this first half. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And this time they'll just keep this on the ground, and they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we've reached halftime here on New Year's Eve. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
We'll begin up north at MetLife Stadium over in New Jersey. And it's the Rams who are out in front as those teams approach halftime. The Rams trying to gut this one out as it would be a good victory for them if they could get it. From there, we head down the turnpike to see what's happening with the Eagles at home in Philadelphia. And they've got the lead over the visiting Arizona Cardinals. Josh Allen with 3 touchdown passes. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bills trying to hold on and claim victory. In that first half, we were treated to a fine performance by this rookie quarterback. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book. Both teams currently making their final adjustments. We're getting ready for the second half. So we'll send it back up to FedEx Field and hand things back over to Brandon Gott.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. As we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. AJTRIP now from his end zone, and he returns this to the 22. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like the empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That throw by Young incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll set up to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
He finds his man, complete. That's Gibbs. And he is stopped just short on 3rd down. Got 9 yards, but needed 10.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
4th down to give to Gibbs. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. Backed up where they were on this side of the field. That was a gutsy call.
A gutsy call that never should have happened. Not so much them going for it. That's their decision. But where's the defensive front? Where's the leverage? Where's the low man win? Where's getting into the offensive backfield and spilling the play? How did they permit them to pick up a first down in that situation?
On 1st and 10, Young. He finds his receiver, Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. George Karlaftis, the man to bring him down. Here's 2nd and 10. Here's Young. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling. Held it to an okay game.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. And they just get the play off. Now Young. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Nearly their first pick of the game, but it does bring up 4th down.
And that could have been the lifeline they needed. This is a play that could have been made. Instead, it's just going to fall incomplete.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That has lots of looking behind it. So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First possession of the second half now for Washington. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. Let's face it, we saw certain Super Bowls, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one. If this possession is an empty one.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. From the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now a toss running left. Hunt. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
There's a nice pickup right there after watching that play. I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball just the way they did on the last play.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Now it's 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. He's going to dump this off to his running back, Hunt. So no gain on the play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
The Niners set to take over on offense. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But it's not.
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. To throw on 2nd down is Young. Setting up the screen. This is Gibbs. And he'll lose yardage here. Going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss there. Now 3rd and 14. And that screen there on 2nd down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize that it's broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on 3rd down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense set to take over. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10. Throwing Jones. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by Jason Verrett, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
And San Francisco gets set to go here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still, they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
The partner is still in the third quarter, but they've got this one well in hand and still airing it out with gusto and picking up some nice gains.
And even in lopsided games like this, you don't really see starters get lifted or the foot come off the gas before the fourth quarter. No one wants to leave any doubt when they're playing well. They just want to continue the process.
A first down throw for Young.
That one finds Hyatt.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped it to 1. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
On play action, Young. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Alec Ingold with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Niners take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man in concert.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Commanders' offense returning to the field. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, the goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
They'll run with Hunt on second down.
That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. And even 100 yards on the ground now for Hunt. It'll be a first down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
On first down, they go right back to Hunt. And forget that 100-yard rushing game, at least for the moment, as he'll lose yardage here and fall back under the century mark for the game.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
And he's got this one across midfield into 49er territory.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
Now Jones on 3rd down, and that is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and the defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The 49ers offense making its way back out there.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game planned for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
First down, Young. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post-route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. Meanwhile, the throw by Young was knocked away and incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
In the 3rd quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming. Now Young. And he fires one incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Young.
He lets it go deep from there.
And it's knocked away and incomplete.
So 1 first down on that drive, and that's it. Forced to take the deep shot on 3rd down and couldn't hit it. Now they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Fair catch signal for and taken at about the 15-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
And the Commanders will take over, but backed up deep in their own territory. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out.
Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And now he's got him at a great spot at the 8-yard line here, 1st and goal.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him.
I feel like you'd written them down somewhere. Wait, what? I wonder why your mom was writing in code. I think your mom might have been poisoned.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal.
Stop smoking where you don't belong. Everyone's a suspect. Who did it?
Young now after the fumble recovery. He's got a man. It's his fullback. Touchdown 49ers. Alec Ingold from 8 yards out. And the Niners are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
Familiar refrain. A turnover leads to a touchdown, and that lead grows even wider now here in this third quarter.
Yeah, partner, I'd say there are a lot of grins breaking out on that sideline because, let's face it, they came in thinking they were in for a real fight in this game, but this one's been about as one-sided as we've seen in a while. In addition, if you're a backup, time to start stretching and loosening up. You may get some playing time in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at FedEx Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now Jones. They'll go screen here to Hunt. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain. And
the Niners get there and bring him down. Matt Milano charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. They're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Jones. Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Looking to throw. Jones. In trouble, and he's taken down. Multiple defenders get to him there, and that is the 6th time he's been sacked in this ball game.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. It seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. 1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Another run for Gibbs here. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field, but his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
On 2nd down, here's Gibbs. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jahmyr Gibbs taking it in from 11 yards out. And the 49ers are closing in on that 16-0 record as they add on to their lead. Well, they just continue to roll. And Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry it with them from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
Elliott good on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
And the Washington offense heading out. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys already start to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Here's Jones on 1st and 10.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
Partner, my vocabulary isn't that great, but to me, there's only one word that fits this front seven today, and that's dominant. 4 and 5 sacks is already rare in one game. Getting to more than 6 in one contest while winning by this many points, an absolutely astounding effort by every player involved.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Jones now throwing on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This will be fielded at the 17. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
The 49ers ready to set up shop again offensively. And they just continue to roll right along, really. This has the looks of yet another victory as they hope to polish it off here in quarter number 4. Drive starts with a run from Gibbs.
Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
We get a stoppage because, as you can see, a member of the Commanders in some obvious discomfort. On the 31, here comes 2nd and a yard. They'll go again with Gibbs.
A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described. Manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage. They're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
Straight ahead with Gibbs here.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
At the 36-yard line.
Gibbs straight ahead.
And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Quick slant to Watson. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, Parker, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we both learned about quarterbacks in this league, the offense down the field longer than you. The offense down the field longer.
And this Lions franchise, for the first time since 2016, they go on to win it, and all signs are pointing in the right direction. And Seattle will lose at home Monday to Philadelphia. They would get in the playoffs, but they've got their sights much higher than just that. They want to get the division. Yes. They have won since '93.
2 of the next 3 games are against Minnesota.
Yep.
And what else? They're trying to get back in that number 1 hunt, right? They got Dallas.
They have the bye, and they have Dallas in Dallas.
They're at Dallas here in a couple weeks. So, of the last 3 games, 2 against your division rival in the Vikings, and then a trip down to Dallas.
Gibbs is the back on a second and 5. The pitch, blocked by St. Brown and by Dicker. He turns the corner and was sidestepped by Moreau. He has the first down, gets to the 18, picks up 9 on second and 5. Lions first down, and the clock is rolling. Until right there, when they call timeout. I'm not taking it.
Well, that left side of the line, they've just been attacking on the left side of the line, and what a great job they've been doing over there. Decker and Jackson right now.
He's a big game tonight with a couple touchdowns.
Yeah, he's been impressive, not only in the run game, as he's nearing 100 yards rushing, but receiving the football as well. The touchdown catch he had earlier in the game out of the backfield.
Gibbs has got 96 rushing yards. He's had 100-yard game. That was a Monday night game here against the Raiders in October, late October. Just before Halloween, he had 152. 177 rushing yards by Detroit. The quarterback has thrown 4 touchdowns. And their offensive line together for the first time to protect his starters for just the 5th time this season. Montgomery on 1st and 10. Boring his way in, hit by Purcell and others on a gain of a couple down to the 16. And what about the Broncos, Trent? Here they are coming into tonight, into this weekend. Just 1 game back at Kansas City, who they have split the season. They lost an Arrowhead and then beat them out in Mile High.
Well, and they've been feeling very confident since that win. It's been a long time since they beat Kansas City. They got that win, and Pat Surtain talked to us about that. He said, listen, that